one, day 5 tutorials. I'm going to help you with the angle addition assignment. Again, I'll work through the odd problems with you. Number 1 says it wants us to solve for x as well as find the measurement of angle CBD. What you should realize when you look at the picture of these two angles is since they are adjacent and form a straight angle, they are a linear pair or supplemental. So the format for the equation to solve for x would be angle plus angle equals 180. Knowing that, we're going to replace the angles with the algebra expressions. So that's 24x minus 17 plus 4x plus 1 equals 180. Now first things first, let's combine our like terms. 24x and 4x will make 28x. Negative 17 and positive 1 will give you a negative 16. Bring down your equals and your 180. Now add 16 to both sides, and you would have 28x is equal to 196. And now divide both sides by 28. Grab my handy dandy calculator. 196 divided by 28 is 7. So x equals 7. Now we're going to find the measure of angle CBD. When you look at the picture, it tells us the measure of CBD is equal to 4x plus 1. So now we're going to take our x value and substitute it in. X was 7. So 4 times 7 is 28, plus 1 is 29, so 29 degrees. All right, on to number 3. On number 3, you should notice that the two angles illustrated, QWR and SWT, are bow tie or vertical angles because they share a vertex and are formed by two straight lines. So in this one, the format will be angle equals angle. So substitute the algebraic expression. You would have 10x plus 3 equals 9x plus 8. I would first subtract 9x from both sides, which would leave us with x here, plus 3 equals 8. Then I would subtract 3, so x is equal to 5. So x is 5. Now it wants us to find the measure of angle QWS. And if I highlight that, start at Q, go to W, go to S, notice it's not one of the already provided angles. So what you would have to do is first find one of the provided ones. So let's find the measure of QWS, which is 10 times x plus 3, and x again is 5. So 10 times 5 is 50, plus 3 is 53. So this angle measures 53. That angle and the one highlighted in yellow you should recognize as forming a linear pair, which means they form a line and add up to 180. So if I take 180 minus 53, I will know what the measure of QWS is. So 180 minus 53 would give me 127 is the measure of angle QWS. Number 5 wants you to find the measure of ABC. In order to find the measure of ABC, which is this angle here, we need to find the value of x. To find the value of x, what you should realize is that ABC together with CBD form a 90-degree angle, so they're complementary. So the format of this one will be angle plus angle equals 90. Now we substitute the algebra expressions. I would have 14x plus 7 plus 20x plus 15 equals 90. First things combine our like terms. 14x and 20x would be 34x. 7 and 15 is 22. Bring down your equals 90. Then subtract 22 from both sides, which will leave you with 34x is equal to 78, 68, sorry, 68. And then divide both sides by 34, and you would get x is equal to 2. But I'm not done, because I'm looking for the measure of ABC. So the measure of angle ABC, again, is 14x plus 7. So 14 times 2 plus 7. And 14 times 2 is 28. 28 plus 7 is 35. So the angle is measured 35 degrees. And the last question I'll help you with on your tutorial. It says that an angle QRS is bisected by RT. So you probably want to draw this figure. So we have so we have Q being bisected by RT. So that means it splits the angle into two equal angles. Then it tells us that QRT is 9x minus 28. So you might want to put that here. TRS is 6x plus 5. Determine the measure of QRS. So, what we need to do first is find x. And to find x, we're going to use the format that angle equals angle. And that way we're going to set up our algebraic expressions with 9x minus 28 equal to 6x plus 5. So now I would subtract 3x from both sides. I'm sorry, 6x from both sides, which would give me 3x minus 28 equals 5. Then I would add 28 to both sides. So that would give me 3x is equal to 33. Then I would divide both sides by 3 and I would get x equals 11. Now we're going to substitute that in for x, but I'm only going to do it once, and I'll show you why in just a second. So let's say the measure of TRS, again, is 6x plus 5. So that's 6 times 11 plus 5. 6 times 11 is 66, plus 5 is 71. So this is equal to 71. That means this will also be equal to 71. So now we know that together we have our two parts plus another to make the whole. So 71 plus 71 is the whole angle, which would give you 142 as the measure of QRS. Any questions? If you do, please bring them to my attention immediately. And this concludes your tutorial.